shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the matter with King? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time for my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. I know it's a little bit late. I was doing so much stuff today. Have to put together a giant wardrobe closet. It was freaking nuts. So me and my son got that done and doing some other stuff. I didn't get a chance to stream today. Was just doing so much work. But I did put together a little bit of something, some MPDs, a little bit of information to give y'all to fight with. Who's best, who's worse, what's going on, who's first. But let's get into these topics. Hey, yo, and don't forget to go to my Twitch. Come on, man. We got to get to 1,000. Why are we ain't at 1,000 at Twitch? How come y'all don't like Twitch? I want to know in the comments. Leave the comments down at the bottom. How come you don't like Twitch? Said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Hardware sales is at an end. Listen. It's affecting everybody across the board. You have video game hardware sales continue to fall in September. Video game hardware sales continue to fall in the United States, and not just by a little. They're falling by a hell of a lot. And it shows yet another month of falling sales numbers, right? So hardware spending fell from 445 million to 251 million for 44% year-over-year fall. That represents the lowest amount spent on hardware sales in September since 2019, where revenue was 242 million. The drop in sales felt across the board. Xbox Series fell 54% year over year, followed by 45% drop from PlayStation 5 sales. And Nintendo Switch is 23 year over year decline. Now, out of all the big three, Nintendo is doing far better. I'm talking about what is happening, which is a lot when it comes to these hardware and software sales. Now, software is up, but hardware is down. And it's becoming too much, to be honest with you. You have to ask yourself, will they be able to sustain these consoles going forward? And that's why I believe that the strategy that both console makers are going to take is more in line with Nintendo. I don't believe that the traditional home console is necessary at this point. A lot of dudes kept telling me, I don't want a handheld. Well, if you buy the Switch and you just leave it docked, it's just not a handheld, right? You know that it's a device that is console. My Switch never leaves the dock. It stays docked, and I have the advanced controller. So at no point do I look at it as a portable device, except for when I do decide to go and travel. But both of those consoles can be home machines with powered docks. Just to expound on that point, being reported in percentages doesn't mean that the Xbox is losing more than the PlayStation because it has a higher percentage. The percentage of a whole, based on the numbers of the whole, can either be larger or smaller than the competitor. So when something is talked to you about in percentages, be very wary of those percentages before you go around touting numbers. Overall, both companies need to diversify their way of making money. We all knew hardware was not indicative of good sales when it comes to revenue. and profit margins. Actually, hardware is at a deficit for a while until it becomes profitable. So again, take the stuff with a grain of salt when it comes to the percentages of all three. What I will say is the overall health of the hardware business is at a decline, and it further reflects the fact that we are in a recession. Now, what Sony is trying to do is stimulate growth with a mid-gen refresh. It's artificial growth because it's not sustainable. And if all indications note that the PlayStation 5 Pro is not showing signs of a breakout hit, then you may look at another failed project. And how many projects does Sony must fail at, i.e. the PlayStation VR and other peripherals, to where you say to yourself, that's not viable. Xbox actually did some cost-cutting measures by making it a smaller die on the SoC, changing the vapor cooling chamber to a traditional heat sink. It's little things like that that actually allows the system to be profitable in sales. But again, they are not at a point where they can drop cost on the price of the system in order to stimulate sales and growth in the marketplace. These consoles has not dropped in price, and the average consumer can see this, realize it's not a sale, it's not a deal, and they do not partake. That's what's happening at this moment. We are in a recession. There isn't any disposable income. Our hobby is just that. It's a hobby. You have to understand the industry is based on people having disposable income. The moment that disposable income is not readily available, what happens to our industry? It falls to the wayside. Understand that. It's not essential. Well, we all know that PlayStation users want their disc editions because 82% of all PlayStation console sales is, the disc console, right? So the disc edition of consoles makes up the majority of the console sales in the United States, while the Series X outpaces the Series S when it comes to sales. So again, the disc drive is the prevailing factor, I guess, when it comes to all of this, i.e. and the X is superior to the S in terms of horsepower. So you will see a jump in there. But we still want our physical copies, I guess. Whereas some of us are all digital on our preferred platforms, and some of us just refuse to go that way. I'm relenting a little bit more when it comes to the PlayStation as far as getting disked and diskless, digital copies. So I'm really more so on the digital copies when it comes to it at this moment. But, stuff changes, so we'll see. But again, the people have spoken. They don't trust Sony, and they're not going all digital with these guys. I don't blame you. So the team that was formerly working on Prince of Persia, the Prince of Persia team that was disbanded by Ubisoft, is now working on the remake for Rayman. And that's kind of cool. All right, so just yesterday, the news broke regarding the now former team working on the Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. It was claimed that the team has been disbanded, and the sequel pitch for the game had been shot down by Ubisoft, who had reportedly made it clear just weeks after the game was released that these very steps would be in the cards anyway. So now, Inside Gamer exclusive reporting, the Prince of Persia team members have migrated to other projects. One is working on the Rayman remake, but not as all sunshine and rainbows. from one to another per sources close to the situation. And an unannounced Rayman remake is under development with the codename Project Steamboat, a Steambot, and is being pieced together by a team located primarily in Ubisoft Milan. The studio has directly contributed to the creation of more than 24 Ubisoft games over the 20-year window. Sources has also confirmed that Michael Ansel, the creator of Rayman and other franchises like Beyond Good and Evil, is in place as a consultant. This has raised some concerns among the team members, least of all because Ansel found himself embroiled in a toxic leadership debacle that pioneered by French news outlet in 2020. Hopefully that is not the case now. Hopefully that he's just in an advisory capacity and he's not hands-on when it comes to the project. We understand what toxic environments can do to people's creativity, and we would like to see their creativity flourish instead of diminish at all times. And one of my best Telltale games, I'm glad to hear that is not canceled despite the rumors. The confirmation comes after rumors began to circulate over the last 24 hours that the game was almost at the point of Telltale might have to shelve the project. In a statement provided by Eurogame, and Telltale's assured fans that the game was still moving forward with development. As a rule, we don't comment on rumors and unsubstantiated Reddit threads, the Telltale rep told the outlet, but development on The Wolf Among Us 2 continues, and we're excited to share more about the game with Telltale fans and our community when the time is right. One of the best games that I did play. I think that formula that they do have, like they did with The Walking Dead and stuff like that. I couldn't really get into The Walking Dead with them, but I did get into The Wolf Among Us. I thought The Wolf Among Us was really done well. That and the Guardians of the Galaxy one I thought was done really well. So, man, it's just, I'm excited that they didn't cancel this project because this was one of the projects that I was looking forward to, definitely coming from them. Well, you wanted a new console, right? Well, here you go. The Southern Comfort, first ever adult accessory for the Xbox Series X. You can trick your Xbox out with this drinking accessories. Remember, 18 and over. Oh, this is 21 and over, depending on where you are, right? So the Soul console is the only gaming console cover in the world that can store and dispense shooters of the new SoCal Sour 50 milliliters straight to gamers aged 21 plus in real life. The innovative device is part of a gaming accessory, part celebration, part compensatory tool, offering fans an epic way to upgrade their gaming experience, engineered for adult gamers who crave excitement and the latest techs in distribution. The Soul Castle seamlessly integrates exclusively with the Xbox Series X. The innovative console shell allows players to order a 50 milliliter shooter from the SoCal Viva the click of a remote. That's wild crazy. It's $50. This is what it looks like. That's buck bananas, right? That's the remote that you click, right? All right. That's the shooter that goes up into the top, right? You unhook it at the top. And look. It looks like a revolver chamber, right? A shooter. Oh, man, you can't make this stuff up, right? Okay, hold on. Let me go back this way. Those are the shooters. And that's the dispenser. You put it right on the top of your Series X. Boom. $50. Turn it into a party situation. Your Xbox is drinking, got you drinking, having a ball. I'm going to tell you right now, could you imagine you playing NBA 2K or something like that? If I make this shot, you take a shot. Wow. All right. The curious story of Astro Bot. Is it selling? Has it sold? Is it something that's happening? The curious story of Astro Bot. Now, everybody knows that I'm a super Astro Bot player. I've played all the Astro Bot games from the VR to every demo to the iToy to everything to the current one that I'm playing on Twitch now. But I felt that the PlayStation fan base wasn't supporting the game as much as I felt that they could. And, a lot of people told me, nah, King, they actually supporting it. And I said, I don't hear them touting numbers. Every time, these guys sell 1 million of this or 1 million of that, the numbers come out. People hear the numbers. And I haven't heard numbers, right? I didn't see numbers. I don't understand what's going on with this thing. So what I did was I waited for the MPD to come out, and MPDs came out. And as you can see right here, right, the MPDs, right? So from September 2024, the best-selling games, physical and full digital from Nintendo eShop, PlayStation, Steam, Xbox platform, and publishers, the digital leaders, ranked by dollar sales. Reporting from September 1st through October 5th, right? So you see the new titles is EA Sports, Football Club 2025. Astro Bot is number 2. Madden is number 3. It was number 1, the month before, right? Then you have Legend of Zelda. You have, Astro Bot beat Legend of Zelda, Star Wars Outlaws, NBA 2K to round off the 10. God of War Ragnarok is at 10. Oh, Dead Rising is up there too. All right, rank 502. Yeesh. All right, so then we go over to this one. Right now, this list will tell you that 2024 year-to-date top 20 games, physical, full digital from Nintendo eShop, PlayStation, Xbox platforms, and publishers. Digital leader ranked from dollar sales, reporting from December through October 5th. And Astro Bot is nowhere to be found on this list, right? And you can look at Zelda's not on that list. A couple of games aren't on that list, but the list is a robust list of a lot of sports games and a lot of other games. Like, you have a couple of RPGs and stuff like that mixed in there. But the majority of the stuff there is sports games, right? And then if you go to this one is a mixture of, action games, RPGs, and sports games of the like. So it's a tale of two Astro Bots, in my opinion, right? And I even marked it, Astro Bot leading MPD and no Astro Bot to be found there. What I can say, and I just, the gross mismanagement over at Sony when it comes to the Astro Bot IP, I feel is a huge mistake. Now, I know that they used them before as an onboarding device to get people to learn new tech, and that's mainly what Astro Bot is for, to demo new tech. So when they seen the game for him, I guess they were still confused that he was demoing new tech. I honestly felt that the game would have been better served launched into the PlayStation 5 Pro. I think you would have had more sales of the PlayStation 5 Pro. I think that if it would have went to the PlayStation 5 Pro as an exclusive that's inside the box and actually maxed out that you can't get on the regular base PlayStation 5, that is only exclusive to the PlayStation 5 Pro, and you can't get on the PlayStation 4, that you would have shown exactly what the PlayStation 5 Pro is capable of, and you max that machine out on that game. I think that would have been sound logic in showing you the drastic differences between the last Astro Bot that was the demo that was on the PlayStation 5 base and the Pro version, which is Astro Bot, the game. I think you would have sold like gangbusters. But Sony is no longer willing to take these gambles when it comes to this stuff. So I don't know where that leads Astro Bot. But when you're going to have people running around with two different narratives when it comes to Astro Bot. You're going to have people that's touting the MPD #2 one right here. And then you're going to have people touting the one where he doesn't even chart in the top 100 in sales figures. So again, as a gamer, I highly urge you to go out to play Astro Bot. But as a console warrior, I can look over and you know which one I'm going to pick, and I'm going to be like, your boy didn't even chart. So you can have it this way, you can have it that way, either way that you want to take it. But again, it is what it is, right? What can I say? I just say, whichever way you go, understand this is acceptable always. This isn't acceptable, right? So let's get it together as gamers. You know, if there's a good game out there, let's get to it. It's time for the Wednesday Community Spotlight. All right, so Teddy, with 100+ comments and 106 loves that he got on his comments. So Teddy is one of the guys that we're going to spotlight today. Also, we have Frank Kent with 100+ comments and 198 likes on his comments. One of the stuff that he did say, one of his recent comments that he did say was, the canceled Netflix gaming project will be laid to rest in the same cemetery where Google Stadia is interred. My man Frank. All right, next up is Wade Johnson 1. Wade Johnson 1, 31 comments, 27 likes received. His recent comment was, for this reason alone, Sarah Bond needs to stop porting games to the PlayStation platform. In fact, Xbox should start by pulling all Bethesda games out of the PlayStation Plus service. #flex. That's my man, Wade Johnson. Oh, we didn't see what Teddy's recent comment was. Hold on. Let's go back to Ted E. Right. Ted E's recent comment was, so happy to see Subnautica is #2 on Subnautica 2 is on Game Pass. First one was surprisingly awesome. That Firebreak looks fun too. Going out guns blazing in the control house. That's kind of crazy. All right, let's get it. Web King with 11 comments, received 7 likes. Let's see what he just says. His top comment is port beggars, and he got a horse head emoji. My man, Web King. And the last one is King. That's Kingsley Jackson, 82. His recent comment is, no worries, I'm listening through the headphones, so my hands are free to wash the dishes. That's what's up. Those are our top contributors lately. We are at 8,504, and we can't get there without you guys. So I appreciate each and every last one of you. Share this out to a friend. You know, we need more people. Once we get to that 10,000, give away you know what? I'm gonna give away console. 10,000, I'm gonna give away console. Yeah, I'm gonna give away console. 10,000. All right, this is the channel. This is where we at.
Hands on me, boy. I definitely
Make it happen.
on everything I love.
King David IOP.
How about
Get the kid to 1,000 subs. Let's get it. Hit that follow.
where's my car at? Alright,
Yo,
so I know that dude is down in there.
100%.
Block the entrance.
Fight Nights is
Captain
here
America to work his magic.
on the Twitch. Let's go. All right, so I heard that you don't like Twitch because of the ads. Well, once I get to be able to put members in, they'll be ad free. You'll be a member. You'll be able to watch with no ads and have fun. I didn't even know that they had ads. That's crazy. Because I'm just playing over there. But you saw the MPDs. You see what's going on. You see how I feel with Astro Bot. It's a yin or a yang. All us digital guys, a lot of us is on Xbox, and the majority of you physical guys is on the PlayStation. But I must say that, you know, physical is still holding it down. You guys don't trust corporations. Good on you. That's all I can say. You know, hashtag no PlayStation 6. I'm going to run it up on these bumps. I don't even know what they got to do with anything that I'm talking about right now. I'm so used to saying it, right? But, yeah, so, and then also we see that the team that got let go from Ubisoft is working on Rayman. Good on you, man. Good on you. Get that stuff done. Remember, it's the little things that count. But I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it on. Oh, X-Real. So, you know the glasses that I got for X-Real? X-Real is incredible. I got to do a detailed breakdown and tutorial about X-Real and how cool it is and how to use it. But I'm going to give that breakdown because a lot of times we're talking about VR, right? And I saw Christopher Hart talking about his love for his PlayStation VR. And there's a lot of dudes out there that got love for the MetaQuest. I got love for all VR stuff. But this is the first time that I'm doing augmented reality. But it's not really that. So I got to do a breakdown video on X-Real. So I'm gonna take that logo and I'm going to throw it around me doing that breakdown on the X-Real. And I'm gonna tell you dudes, try to play the Game Pass.